guys, welcome to Bunty's World. This looking up at you will be solved July 12th, next Wednesday, when the thing comes in, when the tripod comes in. This is our genealogy video. This video is tips and tricks from a site called Genealogy. They give you these free tip sheets. Let me open their site. And I will put their site in the links. Okay. Free genealogy cheat sheets. Now let's see what they have. There's a ton. So there's a few more I'm going to print. And we'll do another, like a part 2 of this video, once I go through the ones that I'm going to print. So yeah. So, what I have for us today is historical newspapers, research strategies for names, 10 ways to use the Internet Archive, and 10 smarter search strategies. Oh, that's that one. 10 ways to use Wolfram Alpha. I'm going to start with that. Wolfram Alpha is a site that apparently allows you to do calculations. It's not an actual genealogy app, but it will help you tell meanings of names, variations of names, which is always helpful. And also, interestingly, if you can't read something, type in like beginning and the end in Wolfram Alpha, and it will generate a list of possible middles so that you can try to read it. And there's sound X, or sounds like, because you have to remember a lot of people, I'll try to remember to put that in the description as well. Let me grab a pen here real quick. Links for description. Okay. Links. Genealogy bargains. And next one is historical newspapers, 10 tips and tricks. I took the ones that I thought were the most helpful. Back search news clippings. How many times have you encountered an obituary or news clipping mounted on an index card or in some other way? I have a few of those. With no date or newspaper name. Take a phrase from the text, enter it into Google or another search engine. You may find the newspaper has been digitized. That's an excellent point. Let me plug this in. I think that's an excellent point anyway. Also, and we've talked about this one, understand the historical vocabulary. Know how modern terms were described in the period in which you're researching. And the example they give is an example I've given you before, I think. Tuberculosis, or TB, was also called consumption because they described it as consuming you. CHAS period for Charles, that was more likely to be Charles back in the day than Charlie. They would say my name is Charles on the census, and the census table would abbreviate it, Chaz. So, and prior to World War II, there was no World War I. It was called the Great War, which I think we all know. Don't forget point of origin newspapers, and this was something important for me that I didn't even think about. When ancestors migrated to a new location, very often they wrote a letter to the local newspaper updating residents as to their journey and progress. I knew that they put letters, and we talked about this, like the Irish put letters in the Boston newspaper to tell their family here that they made it, but I didn't know they did it. People put them in newspapers back then. Now, I have some sites I want to talk to you about on page 2. Ella Find, which finds free newspapers. Then there's the Free Newspaper Archive, the U.S., the Ancestor Hunt newspapers, and the Olden Times. Those are the free ones. I didn't do anything that wasn't free, because I like free. Me like free. Next, we have research strategies for names. And they tell you city and business directories. I have looked for a directory for East Windsor forever. But here's I highlighted these because these are important. Obviously determine surname variations. We've talked a lot about that. There is about a zillion different variations of just about every surname. I can't count the number of variations that I've seen for Dalzell, for Hemingway, for Bordeaux. It's nuts. For Boisvert or Boisvert, it's nuts. Nuts. And a lot of that had to do with people's accents. And you may find that your family decided on a simpler name when they came here, because their name was too difficult when they came here from whatever country, and the new people wouldn't be able to pronounce it, so they changed it. And if you've seen some of the names in this town, as I've shown you in the cemeteries, it's nuts. It's truly nuts. Because we have 3 main populations in this town. We have Slovak, Czechoslovakian, we have Italian, and we have French. And it also reminds you to not forget nicknames. And that's true. My dad, for instance, went by a nickname, Willie. So there were people who thought his name was William because his nickname was Willie. It wasn't. That came from Willie Lump Lump, which was a character created by Red Skelton. It didn't help that there was a song, Little Willie. I'm going to check out the Guild of One Name Studies. basically what that is, and I believe I have that, yeah, is you study the one name, and you study all the descendants with all the people with that surname. And I'm kind of doing that with the Dalzells right now because I'm trying to link Panini Patience Dalzell to my Dalzells or to my line somewhere because I know she's related 100%. I have a zillion DNA matches to her and her husband, and I can't find the link. It's driving me up a wall. So yeah, I need to do that, and that's one way to do that. They mentioned something that I've mentioned, which is look for ethnic practices and name orders when it comes to names. Some cultures use a confirmation name after the child has been recognized as an adult by the church. Also, the use of a middle name instead of a given name. I've talked to you about that as well. I have that in my own family because it's common for the French and the Irish. Birth name order. We've talked about this as well. Your first male child named after the father's father. And some cultures will reuse a name if a child passes away, which, again, my family did that. So, this is 10 ways to use the Internet Archive for genealogy. Access the Internet Archive genealogy collection. It's archives.org/details/genealogy. Definitely going there. That ought to be a lot of fun. And don't forget to create a free account there. I don't know if I still have a free account there. Anyway. And the last one is 10 smarter search strategies for genealogy. I only really highlighted one. Switch middle and first names. You never know. Let me give you an example. My great-great-grandmother, supposedly Josephine Emily Barrington. Well, we found her Josephine, we found her J. Emily, we found her Josie E, we found her Josephine E, we found her E. Josephine. So it helps to switch. And it reminds you if your family is Catholic, the confirmation name may have been adopted as the first name at about the age of 13. So if somebody has the same birthday and everything on a census and they're over 13, but a different first name than they had at the last census when they were 3, that's why. So let's print some of these cheat sheets, shall we? I'm going to see. This is only 2 pages for these. Okay. There we go. It's printing. There we go. Okay. tricks and tips for city directories to see if I'm missing anything in trying to and like I said, we will do another video when I have a chance to really go over these and think of this side. Someone's going to work outside. I think they're looking for buried lines. And absent. No, that's city directories. Insult. Click the wrong one off. Ah! Okay. Now we need to go back. There we go. This is done. This for addresses on Canada. That one, right? Yep. Google Books and Google Tools. These are both going to be important. We did Google, but we did, how did we do Google? Well, I have a Google one, but I love Google Books, so, and I do know that they're great for genealogy. Let's see. And this is showing all new records on family search. And family search is always free. Okay. We're going to do this one, which is successful tips for successful U.S. Census research. So then we'll have enough for me to sit and go through and make it with a video. I have others. And again, I don't mind printing these because they're only 2 pages. I have a military one right here. And I have, let's see what do I have here. For transcribing genealogy documents, that's good. And oral histories. So that's what I have. I thought I had a Google one here. Some kind of different Google one, but yes. So I have enough to go through and give us a good video, maybe 2 more videos. So I'll probably give us 2 more videos. So what I'll do, I'll leave it there so that I can go that way. I'll leave that in the background. Save. Just hitting. My kid missing video up. Ouch. It hurts. That's so bad. So bad. I hate arthritis. Okay, done. That is done. I will go back to world where we have 55 subscribers, guys. I'm trying to get to 100 by August 4th, and we will make it. So I hope you enjoyed this. I know I did. And I tried to make it not too long. That's why we only did a few. And we'll do more. Like I said, we'll do more. We might have to make it 2 more videos. I'm not 100% certain on that yet. Well, they don't open till 4, so I'm going to work on my to-do list. I think I have to check off this list, actually. Okay. Did that, did that, did that, did that, did that, I did that, and I did that. Wow. So, I need to vacuum, I need to wash my kitchen floor, because I made a royal mess yesterday with the crock pot. And I will see you later for that haul video. God bless you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Please have a safe holiday. And I will see you later. Mwah. Please subscribe. We're trying to get to 100 by August 4th. We are at 55.